The resistance to locked hair or locks often stem from a mix of cultural biases, historical stereotypes, and misunderstandings. Here are some of the key reasons why society has struggled to embrace locks. 1. Historical stereotypes and stigma. In many cultures, locks have been unfairly linked to negative stereotypes. For instance, in Western societies, locks have sometimes been associated with rebellion or nonconformity, partly due to their connection with movements like Rastafarianism, which challenges mainstream culture. Now, these associations have led to locks being viewed as unprofessional or unkempt, even though they're legitimate and meaningful hairstyles. Number 2, Eurocentric beauty standards. For centuries, straight hair has been prioritized and idealized largely due to Eurocentric beauty standards that celebrate smooth, controlled, and conventionally polished looks. Many Western societies hold to these standards, sometimes associating natural and black hairstyles, including locks, with unmanageable or unacceptable traits. As a result, people who wear locks can face discrimination in workplaces, in schools, in public, implicitly or explicitly favor these Eurocentric norms. Number 3, misunderstanding and lack of awareness. Many people aren't aware of the cultural and spiritual significance of locks across various societies. Locks are not just a hairstyle, but carry deep meaning in Africa, Caribbean, and indigenous cultures around the world. They can symbolize strength, spirituality, and connection to one's roots. But without education, outsiders may only see them as a style. Now, number 4, media representation. The media has often contributed to negative or one-dimensional portrayals of locks. When people with locks are portrayed as rebels, villains, or outsiders, it reinforces negative stereotypes, and those biases can translate into real-world discrimination. Now, recent shifts in representation have helped to normalize and celebrate natural hairstyles, but there is still a long way to go. Number 5, workplace and institutional discrimination. In many professional settings, locks are seen as unprofessional or distracting, leading to discrimination against those who wear them. While some places are now adopting anti-hair discrimination laws, many people with locks have experienced pressure to alter and change their hair to fit in with company culture, often at the expense of personal and cultural identity. Number 6, ignorance and fear of the unknown. Now, sometimes the resistance comes from a simple lack of exposure. People who haven't interacted with locks and people with them may fear or be unfair and have assumptions or uphold unconscious biases, seeing locks as other or different. Education and exposure can help break down these barriers, helping people to appreciate the beauty and the meaning of locks. Now, the good news is that there's growing recognition and appreciation for natural black hairstyles, including locks. Movements like the Crown Act, social media visibility, and public figures embracing their natural hair, having started to challenge these biases and celebrate the beauty and cultural significance of locks. Embracing locks means embracing diversity and accepting that beauty and professionalism are not limited to a single standard.